Hello beautiful friends, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be harvesting some of this gorgeous basil and we are going to be turning it into a wonderful, refreshing sun tea. So let's go on ahead and get this going here real quick. I'm going to show you how I harvest my basil so that you can harvest your basil for the most growth. And then I'm going to be walking you through step by step how to make this wonderful sun tea. Let's go on ahead and get started. Okay friends, so as you can see, this basil is nice and bushed out and I want to continue to see some growth off of this beautiful plant. So I'm going to go on ahead and you can kind of see how there's these V's here. So when you're trying to get your basil to bush out, you want to trim the one on the inside so that this outer growth here goes this way or this way and allows it to bush and fill out. And on this, I'm actually going to come down a little bit farther because you can see down here, there's that same type of growth. So I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to come down here and nip the center like so. Okay. So we are going to continue to do this on these branches here and allow this to bush out and make ourselves some gorgeous basil sun tea. All right, so I have this large grouping of basil. Now, depending upon you, you can totally make this stronger, but I usually go for a large clump like this and I put it in stems and all. You can always remove the leaves off and only use the leaves. I find it to be a little bit stronger when I include the stems as far as flavor goes. So I'm just going to leave them all together and I'm going to shove it in there like so. And now we're going to go in and we are going to fill this with some distilled water. Okay, beautiful friends, so we are on the front porch. I have filled my half-gallon jar with the distilled water and I've given it a wee bit of a shake, obviously. And now all we need to do is we need to leave this to basically steep in the sun for anywhere between 8 to 12 hours. Now, the longer, obviously, that you let it steep, the stronger it's going to be. So if you like a stronger flavor, just be aware of that. If you do not like a stronger flavor, make sure to cut the time back so that it is going to be appropriate for your tastes. So I'm going to go on ahead, leave this up here, and we will be back later this evening and I'm going to show you what else I do and just exactly how delicious it is. This is one of my favorite summertime treats, to be honest, and since I absolutely love growing basil, yeah, it's kind of like the balm for me. All right, so we'll see you later this evening. All right, friends, so we are back. It has been about 8 hours. Now I am going to go on ahead and I'm going to leave the basil in here. I'm not real worried about the basil leaves coming out when I pour off of the jar because since I've left them on the stems, they're pretty much going to stay put. But that'll just increase the flavor over time. And so what I'm going to do is I've got some raw honey here. I'm going to add about 3 to 4 tablespoons-ish in. So the basil here is going to be nice and restorative, and then the raw honey is going to give me a little bit of an electrolyte boost, which of course during these really, really hot months of the summer is just gonna be bang on perfect. And I don't usually sweeten my tea real heavily, so 3 to 4 tablespoons is perfect for me. But if you like things a little bit sweeter, obviously, go on ahead and add a little bit more honey in. I'm gonna give it a good stir. And you will notice that there's not a whole lot of like color to this tea per se, and that's normal. But there is definitely a lot of really good basil scent coming off of this beautiful jar. Okay, so now that I've got this mixed up, we're going to pour it out and we're going to enjoy ourselves a glass of iced tea on the front porch. Okay, beautiful friends, so so good. It is always nice to have something to cool off and come back to that is as tasty as this, and it's just going to get better being in the fridge over the next couple of days. So it's going to be a really great way to cap off all of my days working in the garden here on the homestead. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I'm going to add some content here on more things that you can do with your garden. Fresh herbs, if you are growing herbs right where you are, I'm going to include that at the end of this video so that you can get some ideas and get your feet wet and maybe be able to try something a little bit new and different to you right where you are. And don't forget, I am in the middle of wrapping up writing a new Ultimate Small Space Gardening Guide. So I have a wait list going on, and everybody on the wait list for this guide is, number one, going to get informed when it drops first, of course, and you're also going to be receiving a discount. So go on ahead and sign up, join that waitlist. I'll have the direct link down below in the description box for you to go on ahead and join all the fun there. As always, guys, keep it simple, natural, and essential. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers.